In 2021, Scott Baio is not the popular person he was back in the late 70s, early 80s as a teen idol. His right-wing politics have drawn ire from a lot of his former fans and media outlets. But we're not going to talk about it today. He's entitled to his opinion, even though it's wrong. But the TV presence he had back in the 70s and 80s with Happy Days, Johnny Loves Chachi, Blansky's Beauties. There was also a very interesting TV movie of the week that co-starred a very strong actor, a youth actor like Baio was, Lance Kerwin of James at 15 fame. And the story was about a hockey player who had taken to the bottle in high school and had become an alcoholic at the height of his hockey skills. Now, today we're going to be talking about the very interesting CBS or MTM produced movie, The Boy Who Drank Too Much. Now, at the time, if I'm not mistaken, CBS had movies of the week 1 to 2 days during what they call the off months, where they're not showing many reruns or they're in the sweeps period. Now, in this movie, which came out in 1980, was based on a novel by Shep Green. Now, the film was initially broadcast on CBS and sponsored by of all companies, Xerox, with Baio as a high school hockey player struggling with alcoholism. While his approach is that of a typical after-school special, the film was presented as a prime-time, made-for-TV movie, which was first seen February 6, 1980 at 9 p.m., so it was a late start. Now, taking a form of a 20th century morality play, the film dealt with serious issue of alcoholism that might confront youth in a prospective manner. Now, Baio stars as Buff Sanders, a teen hockey player, well-liked and respected among his coaches and teammates. Now, he's struggling with his own skills and the way that he looks at himself. He battles to hide the fact as well from his elders and peers that, like his father, he is an alcoholic. He struggles to remain clean and sober, and in order to not lose his position on the team and the respect of his teammates. Now, there are some very, very strong co-stars in this movie. The great Ed Lauder, who also had a key role in Youngblood as the main hockey coach. And, of course, the very versatile Don Murray, who plays the dad of the part. Now, filming for the movie took place in L.A., as well as the great community of Madison, Wisconsin. Now, the ratings for the show was quite strong. Basically, your typical what would happen if, let's say, a high school hockey player was keeping a disease away from his teammates until it's almost too late. Now, MTM Home Video eventually released the film 13 years later as part of the MTM Home Video movie collection. Now, it's your typical 1980s TV movie of the week. Promised a lot, but to see a young Scott Baio basically turn to the bottle, it was pretty jarring because, Chachi was about as clean cut as you could get in the Happy Days universe besides Richie. Now, music for the movie was by Michael Small, and again, Edward de Blasio adapted Green's novel, and it's a very tight script. Well, it was kind of weird. You wouldn't think a movie like this would be shown in the later hours, but Alan Divio did very good with the cinematography on this. Now, a 99-minute production. I saw the movie in French a few months after this, I think into 81, and here Scott Baio translated to Quebec French is quite interesting. But Baio covers the part very strongly. But Lance Kerwin, very underrated youth actor, in Salem's Lot as well. He really brings forth that everyman style that he did with his youth parts. But at the time, ladies and gentlemen, I would have thought that ABC or NBC would have picked up Scott for the movie. But like I said, CBS MTM was doing a lot of what he called prestige movies, talking about different facts and diseases that were affecting the U.S. at the time, and anything with the Happy Days cast was doing good ratings. And I think he stretched him as an actor because Baio was always well known for how good he was in the comedic parts, and this is as far away from comedy that you can get. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our latest Remote Control Screenshots podcast, and again, our good friend Andrew Lippert, who loves these hockey movies, TV or big screen, made a suggestion for this. So Andrew, thanks for the request. Andrew is a very interesting cat because the majority of the people on his channel, input is very important. He's always coming up with different ideas as to what he feels the listeners want to hear. Is as much my channel as his and the other listeners here. It's a team effort. We're looking at keeping entertainment and movie and different type of what I call vintage history alive. And if you enjoyed the movie, I mean, it's it reads like a scholastic kind of coming of age book, which what it is. And like I said, it's popcorn TV. It's like you watch it and the normal tropes are there. Some older actors, some of the new up-and-coming stars. But like I said, Ed Lauder, very underrated actor. He can play the concerned dad better than anybody. Anyway, it's pretty, like I said, a good afternoon watch on a cold day where you want to think of the 1980s when there was no glass on the rinks or the sideboards, if you know what I'm saying. Thanks for listening. Bye.